Here's something that happens in a lot of Invisalign cases that I think is maybe a mistake or something that providers should reconsider. Here we have a patient. This is actually in refinement. You can see the alignment looks pretty good, but in the upper arch, there is still a little bit of a narrowness in the anterior region, a little bit of rotation. And so if you look here, you see how that looks a little fuller and more aligned and broader. And this is where you'd like to be. Now, the mistake, though, is if you look at the heights of the teeth, it's very easy to sort of see how number 7 is much higher up than number 8. And so that looks nice. Now, you may think, oh, to do that, I need to have an attachment on that tooth. And yes, you could do that. But don't lose sight of the fact that the discrepancy is, I think, largely, if not entirely, the tooth length. The tooth length, not position. So if you look, the gingival margin, maybe this could be a little higher, but essentially the teeth are starting out at the right spot from the gingival, but look at the discrepancy here. So if you could indeed bring this tooth down, the attachment is going to come with it. And when the attachment comes with it, you're going to have, if you have a high smile line, a gingival asymmetry in terms of the architecture. So the other problem is that you need this tooth to swing out. And that is, to me, primary. But if you try to do both these things at the same time, you may not be able to get either. And so I would rather leave the tooth like this, and at the end of the treatment, you can look at the morphology of the incisal edge, do some bonding on the edge of the tooth. You know, bonding is not necessarily a way that an orthodontist can get out of trouble or to do a poor result and then just get bonding. A lot of times, the orthodontic problem is tooth shape in nature. So to close a diastema, for example, sometimes the mesial aspects of 8 and 9 are tapered or parallel, and it's really a lot about the shape of the teeth. And here, I think this tooth would really benefit from some lengthening in terms of the tooth crown and not bringing the tooth down, because it's hard to do. It won't make the gingiva look good at the end. And it's really not even the root of the problem. It's the short tooth that's the problem, or the long centrals, either one.